Alright everyone, welcome to the league here. Playing Fable the Mirror Breaker, and no ringer in the sideboard. We're just gonna do a little experiment today, see what answers are helping out in the meta. Just playing full control basically. And hopefully we can get closer to a solve here, because it is pretty wild out there right now. It's an interesting time to be playing Legacy. Yeah, these are the kind of hands we're looking to test for sure. See what happens. Cavern on Merfolk. That's interesting. Tide Shaper. So I suppose they're just trying to get things going over here. Got a clock. Strix should be pretty good against a Merfolk deck. I mean, they'll probably have Island Walk at some point. If we can get Bowmasters to line up against this, or if they have Hexcatcher, might be able to shoot that too. Yeah, there's Lord. I bet this deck plays Daze. We can't really avoid getting an island. We're facing a lot of pressure right now, so I'm going to brainstorm. Narset's probably not what we want right now, or ever in this matchup, unfortunately. And I think Force is a fine pitch to force. It would be nice if this was an instant, for sure. And feel a lot better if we were able to force whatever their next play is, but it's probably not very likely. Otawara. So they probably don't have a Lord, because I imagine they'd want to push that damage, unless it's Hexcatcher. No. Oh, is this Nihal or... oh, True Name Nemesis. Yeah, that's pretty good. Brainstorm. Okay, I left up the wrong land apparently. Edict can tangle with this, but it seems unlikely that they will have no other creatures on board. Oh wow, another one? Wild. Yeah, we're getting aggroed out pretty hard here. Don't really need another land either. Yeah, I wonder if they're on Hull Breacher. Okay, these forces are bad, and I don't think we can really race either. Not hitting another cantrip or the Edict is very bad. I think we're just playing Fable here. If we ever get to a point where we're like stable and can cast Thoughtseize, sounds like a luxury. Most likely we'll be looting this away. Ah! That's lethal. Okay, there's some good news about this matchup. We have 7 1-mana removal spells. 8, actually. I forgot I have Fatal Push. Plague Engineer as well. And we can just trim anything that doesn't seem right. Cling to Dust is actually kind of useful. It just has a lot of modes. Jace, I doubt we'll be able to protect. Force of Will, not really necessary. Maybe we can just get rid of all those. You can bring back Thoughtseize for that reason. They've been known to bring in Chalice. I don't know if that's really for us, but on the draw, I don't think I want Thoughtseize. Killing me. They're on 5, so Wasteland seems at least a little less likely. But depending on what they do, I'm very reticent to fetch unless I get to Surveil. Okay, they're leading on Cavern. They have a Tide Shaper. Sorin. Obstructionist. There's that Chalice I was talking about. We're not taking damage this turn. Nimble's back and can totally stifle a Chalice trigger. Might have overvalued Narset. Might have rather had a Force in this scenario. Yep. Alright, now we just really need to dodge Hydroblast? No, they can't have Hydroblast. Or I hope they cast Hydroblast. It won't work. That should more or less do it. No bad draws except Sorin, right? Sure. Hydroblast is back on, yeah. It's a good draw. They make the first move here. Trickster. Counter target non-creature spell. Unless I pay 1. That's fine. I think I keep the red blast around. It's a lot more absolute. All right, we ran him dry. If Narset can get us an Edict, even a top-decked True Name should be fine. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Wrapped up. Not very competitive. They mulled to 5. If they had even just like 2 more cards in the chamber, like a force blue card type situation, things could have gone totally different. Do I really want another force? Yeah, I'll take it. They might have been mulling for Cavern. Mulligan. It's better. Keep this. Send a swamp. Yeah. That seems to be their plan. It's a damn good one. Alright, well, we have counterplay to a Chalice, I suppose. I'll still be brainstorming if they cast Chalice, though, because, you know, if I come up with something like K-Command and a land, it'd feel like an awful waste. Yeah, I think I want a lot of red mana here. Okay, yeah, we cannot afford to ignore this. Alright, that was a good exchange for them. Just hang out. Unfortunately, Tideshaper is a 2/2. Svalin. I should be pushing damage. Bowmaster sometimes has a hard time finding targets here. I'm drawing a land, though. Yeah, I guess this inefficiency is okay. Strix is interesting, but I think we can do better than that. Okay. Can at least surveil with that. But if they want, they can tie up one of our removal spells with this Mutavault. I think if they had True Name, they probably would have cast it there, right? Please work. I don't know if this deck plays Daze. But they almost assuredly would have casted there if they had it. Okay, well, they got us empty. If we don't like our draw step, Fable can at least get us one card deeper. We're at 17 as well. This could work out. Uh-oh. Okay, there's Wasteland. Plague Engineer would be great. Looking for that Plague Engineer. Orcish Bowmasters. I guess we could just race, right? Can we? If they attack, we can. Especially with Fable. Or Reflection, I mean. If we ever need emergency blue mana, we can just send that Shaman in too. Looks like a Chalice. Sure. As long as they're not adding pressure to the board. Oh, they're attacking. That's interesting. Might be able to get a Mutavault blowout. Great. We're really trying to avoid a Lord here. Do this before damage. Really wanting that damage. And then hopefully they just draw land and we're chilling. They play lands, right? Well, they're still attacking. Surprises me. All right. Yeah, unfortunately we've bricked twice. We just kind of need them to brick once, and we got this. No block. Alright. Tideshaper's hanging back. And mercifully they did not draw a Lord. Maybe they didn't draw anything. Maybe they drew a land. That was a really good draw. So now I can just take Tideshaper out. Unless they drew Trickster. But if they don't block any of these, then we should be able to just kind of sneak in a win. Bowmaster does some pretty weird things to combat math. Okay, yeah, they're blocking there. I think I just let this happen then. I'm not going to get any extra damage in this way. And now if they can't attack with True Name, a board stall will benefit me. Because I'm just continually adding pings at the end of each turn with this reflection. X2s I can take care of. Like that Tideshaper. Or I could just gun it down now, I guess. They probably can't attack with True Name. Excellent. Nice. Yeah, if we're not beating Merfolk, I mean, that's not really fair to say because it's a powerful deck, but we should be able to pull out wins against Merfolk with all these red blasts. I'm recording, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to see what happens here. A lot of science in this video. Grief pitching opposition agent. I imagine they will take Thoughtseize. Orzhov Stompy, I imagine. Pretty awful draw. Any and all action. I'll take it. Especially if we just bounce Grief. Start attacking for 3 in the air. They're at 15. If they reanimate again, should be pretty close to a win here. However, there's no way this deck does not have Orcish Bowmasters. If we can get to Sorin though, like, that'd be pretty good. Yeah, there they are. Hopefully their hastiness does not pay off. If they want to pitch cast Grief again, that's fine with me. And if they have 2 more lands in hand, that's fine with me. Well, maybe not that land. Bowmasters of our own would be pretty great here. Probably just going to get scammed in game 1 here. There has been a lot of talk about Grief potentially leaving the meta. I wouldn't be that upset. We already had Unmask. That card was cool. We'll just miss this Stalker. I think it does need to be Bolt though. Like if we draw Bowmasters, and maybe they'll screw up and wasteland me right now. No, they're good. Depending on what they drew, I might just leave Narset at 1. Okay. Actually, yeah, that makes sense too. Or kind of. They miss 1 point of damage this way. But Narset's gone. They don't have to worry about me casting like Days Undoing or anything. Okay, I hope they didn't draw another Bowmaster. Ponder. There's a world in which we survive. If we draw our own Bowmaster. Thought sees me, sure. Since they're putting me to 1, I might have actually taken Ponder there. It's easier to get Brainstorm locked. I am happy to see this deck run Swords. K-Command. It's not quite what I need. It's close. Bit of lag here. Missing on Bowmaster. Should have seen one by now. Kling does not keep me alive. No. That was kind of close. So this strategy is very annoying to fight without, like, Veil of Summer. I don't know if I want Flusterstorm. It's usually good to just try and present more powerful things than what they have. Thoughtseize seems like a losing proposition. And they don't draw cards, so Narset's also not great. There's a lot of blue cards out. Bring in Flusterstorm then. Surgical can actually supplant Force, and then I don't have to worry about my blue card as much. I don't think they're going to be playing Saga if they have black and white cards. But we can always reevaluate. If we're going to get something around opposition agent. Whoa, hold on. I don't think I was actually going to do it, but I definitely went like kind of autopilot there for a second. I do have a Grief. Hoping to make this a 2-for-1. They're taking Sorin. That's interesting. So maybe I shouldn't really care about Flusterstorm for next turn. Nimble's cool. Okay. How badly do I want Surgical? Probably more than Ponder. Douthie Voidwalker. I do really want my card off this. So I better do this now. Fable. It's going to be hard to race. Fluster's back somehow. Feels weirdly necessary. I can try and fight this Stalker in combat, which would put Bowmasters in the void. Which, if they try to cash that out, I can cycle this, but more likely they're just going to be attacking with this. But yeah, I don't think I can take that much damage next turn. And I'll be holding up Flusterstorm all the while. Yeah, I probably should have pinged the Stalactite Stalker. That might cost me the game and the match. Close to stable. So close to stable. There we go. I knew it was coming. If I need to surgical, it would not be pretty to have to spend 2 life on that, so I will make a treasure and just hope that this reflection can hold off the attacks. Can't think of what I'd Flusterstorm at this point though, they have so much mana. No bluff. I would love to extract Bowmasters on their upkeep. If they don't cast one right now. But I think they would have already. I feel like that's the reach. And then Storm Count would be potentially high enough that I could fluster. Wait, no, it wouldn't, right? Yeah, they could easily pay for a fluster. Alright, I'll just hang on to Surgical. Have it trade with a reanimation spell. It's a lot of Wasteland. I'm scared to do anything. I feel like I do need information here. My life total is just so low. Okay. Doorkeeper Thrall. Is that just a hate piece? Doesn't work very well alongside your own Bowmasters, but it certainly affects my deck a lot more than yours. It also messes with Grief. 4 unlicensed hearses? Good lord. And they left in a lot of white removal. That's good for me. Hopefully that persists to the next game. Okay, I'll brainstorm next turn. It's annoying. So if I flash this in right now, copy it, smash for 6, cling to dust, gain 3 life. They would need like a crazy haste. Yeah. Maybe I'll keep a treasure token, actually. The plan I just outlined does not involve brainstorm at all. I guess I can just gain that life right now. Unless I want to keep a treasure token. I think this makes the most sense mono-wise, actually. I could have given them the chance to misjudge the situation and take a Fluster over Cling to Dust, but I don't think they would have. It just seems like they don't care about Fluster at all. That might even be better than holding up Cling. Yeah, copying Strix to draw a card is pretty cool, but I think I'm pretty sure I should just like get lethal on board here. They swords my reflection. That would be bad. It's a lot of wastelands. Surgical is not that great there. Flusterstorm is the worst, though. Yeah, the last cut is hard. It might just be Jace. I didn't see those dark rituals in the first game. I probably could have guessed because of Opposition Agent. But now it makes me want Forced even more. Well, his hand is pretty resilient. It's just a lot of stuff for them to fight through. And if they're on 6, it might be hard for them to scam. Yeah, they're just going to pass. They might have Opposition Agent, but that requires them to be kind of awkward with their mana. We got Force anyways. Let's just get our mana under us. Bring it on. Okay, they don't have it. Well then, I guess I'll Ponder. This is all good. It's just really annoying. I mean, there's a bolt like right under this. Yeah, alright. Man, I hate it. I can't cling. I can't hold up cling if I bolt this thing. Maybe that doesn't matter. I'd also rather bolt like Dauthi Voidwalker. Okay. Yeah, I made up my mind on that. Snapcaster Mage is up next. Yeah, I don't care if they reanimate any of those. I'm kind of hoping to dodge Wasteland, but also if they Wasteland, they're not hard casting Grief. Sure. So with that in the mix, I suppose we're going for Volcanic Island here. Another bolt. We ought to snap Ponder right now. Yeah, they're probably incentivized to just recommit on that opposition agent this turn, right? This is good because I wanted to just extract these anyways. It's really a mid-range nightmare. Yeah, now that frickin' card is gone, I just have to worry about Orcish Bowmasters for the most part. And I need to find some black mana too, which is coming up. I'm glad they're taking that too. I kind of want to get this Brazen Borrower in, but it'll probably just eat a swords. What would I rather bolt? Grief is gone. Okay, they just hit a land. It's good for us. Okay. So if we find K command off this ponder, that'd be pretty insane. We sure do. As much as I want to get this Snapcaster in the graveyard, I don't think they're going to attack into it if I hold it back. Just trying to bridge the gap here. Sure. Guess that could have been a lot worse. But I was really hoping to snipe just like reanimate, troll, just something like that. I guess I should be... Yeah. If they draw another wasteland, that could just be the end, right? So maybe I just double up on don't get wasted off red or black. Yeah, that makes sense. And we gotta keep pushing damage. This is what I was hoping to hit off that K command. Nibble's a good one. It's not quite a 2-turn clock, but it's close. All right. Second match in a row where we just get completely aggroed in game 1. And then come back in the other 2. I'm going to restart the program real quick. A little behind the scenes action here. Or sorry, a peek behind the scenes. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like we're lacking for win cons. Got like 3 big bombs here. Bowmasters is doing a great job at that. But yeah, I could use maybe a little less pressure for the next round. Take the pressure off a little bit. Can I play against like a spell combo deck? All the combat math is... it's a lot. Well, actually, I wouldn't mind playing against like the initiative, but I haven't seen that deck in a long time. I don't know if it's just not very well positioned right now or what, but I feel like I used to see it at least once a league, but haven't seen Boros for quite some time. Where Scaminator is very popular, which is interesting because I feel like hasn't there always been the option to put a combo in a Delver deck? So I wonder what's different about Legacy now that combo Delver can be at the top of the meta. Island Ponder Keep because it's a basic, so we're playing around Wasteland. And we also have a force if things really go wrong. We have some strong top end. Opponent taking a mulligan. Dr. PP. Down to 5. Being on the play could be really nice here. So do I just want to beat Daze in that case? No, I think it's pretty important to ponder right now. Okay, well, I will take these cards. I'll hide Lorien on top. And depending on what I learn from their first turn, Misty Rainforest. Underground Sea. Brainstorm. Okay, so this is likely Scaminator like I just talked about. Looking for that grief. And it seems like they don't find it. Or they were looking for a black card. Hopefully they can't really afford to wasteland on a 5-card hand, but we'll see. Bayou. It's not what I was expecting. Maybe it's Storm. Storm would probably brainstorm on turn 1. If it is Storm, that calms me quite a bit. But no, I don't think it's Scaminator. Nothing. Well, we'll sit on this Cling for a minute longer. Hopefully draw a land here. Not quite. Maybe we just pitch that to force now. I don't want to tap out of Cling. I feel like some Storm math is being calculated. And I hope our force can hold out. Yeah, this is definitely Storm. They might get a free Brainstorm here, but there's no way I'm not clocking. Knew that was going to happen. So now we need to think about Veil of Summer. If they go for a Gaia's Will line and are left with one Beseech in the yard, or if they're really reliant on like an LED to make it happen, Cling could really save us. But I wish I was hitting my land drops. Oh god. Okay, we did it. Sorin can go, and probably a K command. And if we can hit an additional land next turn, playing Narset and holding up Cling would feel pretty good. But I expect them to try to go off this turn. Yeah, there's Burning Wish. Maybe they're going to get Thoughtseize. Yep. Taken Force. Please pass. Oh god. They usually wouldn't cast that out if they weren't intending to use that storm count. But they've also paused, and they have full information. If they cast an Echo and they don't have Veil of Summer, they'll probably lose to these Bowmaster triggers, unless they wheel into a Veil, which is totally possible. Merciful. I probably should cast these Bowmasters, even though I really want to Surveil. Brazen Borrower. Probably not what we wanted. So I could cast Narset here, and it would be hard for them to do like Song of Creation, but that's already hard for them to do with Bowmasters. Not if they just have Veil of Summer though. I really wish I drew a land. But if I Narset into a Force, provided I even get the Force, that still loses to Veil, whereas Cling might not lose to Veil. Yep. I just want them, I'm just trying to ask them to solve a lot of problems here. And they put a card on top of their library. Good lord. What does that mean? Come a long way from Ad Nauseam. Beseech the Mirror. Gaia's Will. They could try and brainstorm into something. But if I take this Beseech, I'm not really seeing any other action in there. I hit another Cling. That's cool. What does that mean? I don't think it means anything. Yeah, I think they'll have the mana they need no matter what. Wish I knew what their last card was. Oh, they're relaying. Well, I think I have lethal then, right? Oh, no, not quite. See what they get here. Veil, Petal, Veil, Petal, Brainstorm, Relay, Mire, Burning Wish. Ay, ay, ay. Please, Thoughtseize. Alright. There's a land. I can put them to 2. That's just not enough. They can definitely storm and win with what is in exile right now. Well, can they? I don't know, actually. Especially not if, like, they have trouble getting cards, you know? I wish I had a volcanic island. So what, I'm deciding between Brainstorm and Lightning Bolt? I feel like Lightning Bolt has bigger constraints. I mean, I'm just hoping to hit Force of Will in the first place, though. Well, Lightning Bolt it is. Hope they don't win at 1 life. Yeah, I guess there's no point in firing this bolt right now. Veil Summer doesn't stop it. See, doing the math. Yeah, I'm counting 9 Storm. So I'll survive at 1, and they'll get a ton more time. Hopefully that won't matter. They could also probably incorporate a pretty big relay. Wait, can they? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, yeah. But it all costs mana, you know? Especially if they don't have anything imprintable. And if they fetch, they could die. Brainstorming is like negative cards, but just to increase storm, it could be a thing. I'm really lucky they didn't hit any, like, what's it called? Rituals. Yeah. I'm really lucky they did not hit rituals. And if they top decked Beseech the Mirror, I don't think that would work either. Unless they have a second Gaia's Will. Their best bet might be just to see if I increase the storm count for them. But I don't think they can stop a bolt to the face. They're not playing counter magic. Or if they are, it'd probably be pretty expensive mana-wise. I'm no good at Storm, though. But I do have the information here. And it seems like, yeah, if they drew something imprintable with Chrome Mox, they should be good. But if they did not, it seems like they did not. So what's in their hand? A land? Ideally a fetch land. I just keep doing the same count over and over. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendrils is 9. That's 18 drain. I only got the tendrils. Now they can relay. Yeah. This is a pretty good line. I did not see this one, but I was also just seeing like how I could die this turn. Burning Wish, Diamond, Burning Wish, Diamond, Ritual, Ritual. Okay. That one turned out pretty good for them. There's no Veil of Summer this time, thank God. But it might not matter if they can just overload on that. So what, I need like Nimble Obstructionist or something? Take a Ponder. Lightning Bolt. If I had one more, but I don't. Dang. Gonna shuffle. Yikes. That hurts. That really hurts. I guess I can just hold up Cling to Dust. They already got their tendrils from the side. Do they have one main? Do they have another one in the sideboard? Man, it's good to stay at an odd numbered life total just in case. Ugh. Thoughtseize won't help you here. Hopefully, anyways. They take Bolt. Do they have another Tendrils in their sideboard? They have Beseech the Mirror. What's that gonna get? Maybe they have a main board Tendrils. They almost certainly do. Yep. Well, shoot. Thoughtseize. I don't think that would have helped. Crazy game. Kind of came down to those cantrips missing. Yeah. I guess there might have been a moment where, well, no, because then they would have been at 1. Yeah. I was thinking if there was a moment to shock with K command at some point, but I don't think so. Yeah, it was just a crazy game. The second relay really delivered. They also thought seized, and I was not expecting them to do that. So, yeah, I guess if all that had happened and I had found a place to bolt at some point, then I kept the other bolt, that might have worked out. But that would have been like a super aggressive line. All right. Yikes. Well, we do get a surveil. They're keeping 7. The hell's going on? Is this an insane 7 they kept? Burning Wish, okay. For Thoughtseize. Huh. Oh, they needed Metalcraft, duh. Ponder. I'm just gonna have to hope they like just don't go off, you know. Fluster their Thoughtseize and then they don't go for it. Or maybe they'll even pay for it. Lose a few petals. Dark Ritual. We already have double blue, so Snap Flusterstorm is going to have to help us here. I wish I could have given up a little more info to make it look like I had absolutely nothing. Because as far as they know, the coast is pretty much clear. Brainstorm. Burning Wish, yep. Is this for a relay? Oh, another Thoughtseize. This is getting really interesting. So what's their last card? Cling to Dust. All right. I didn't want to deal with it that time. I think nothing goes wrong if I hit Beseech here, right? Yeah, they have no cantrips in there. They can Thoughtseize me, which is pretty annoying, but... But now they might even just take Force of Will instead of Jace. Do I just force this? No, that doesn't make sense. What is their last card? Oh, maybe they just want to keep the petals around? Can't possibly be Relay, can it? That'd be insane. Lightning Bolt. The one of I left in. Well, they'll need a lot to build up Storm. Nothing's really a Storm in a can except for Song of Creation. And they put a card on top of their library. That's terrifying. Chromox. Maybe a Relay? Yeah. Sweet little draw too. Petal. Ponder. Could have been worse. With Gaia's Will is gone, I suppose I can just start cantripping. I also just really want cards. Surgical Extraction. Could extract Relays. If it looks like that's what they're going towards. Yikes. Not playing that out. I want to look like I have a lot of cool stuff. Yep. No shuffle. Oh, but they have a Beseech. Jesus Christ. How do they draw so well? And they have Song of Creation. But they won't be able to kick it off without a card. They can do a mini Tendrils. They could Beseech Storm, but that won't be enough to win. Alright. So it's black, 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 and 1. Yep. Whew. I think it's going to get pretty bad next turn. Maybe they'll just draw a land, though? I don't know. Bolt you. Opposition agent. Shuts off Beseech. Which is hopefully what they'd be gearing towards. I would have preferred Bowmasters. Yeah, here we go. Man, it's crazy how close both of these games were. Only shuffle. That's kind of nice. Burning Wish. I feel like that's just it, right? Disappointed. There were definitely a lot of draws in there that could have done it for us. Kolaghan's command would have been pretty darn close, right? I don't know, actually. Alright, whatever. It happens. This might be a wasteland deck. Edict not very helpful until we clear out these mana dorks. Drop a Bayou. My worst enemy. Endurance. So many 3/4s. Was Lightning Bolt that good that we had to make everything a 3/4? They already have the Cradle. What are they going to spin for? Wow. One card left. And I can't allow them to have like a Traxa. Or they can have a Traxa, but they can't have the trigger. I feel like I kind of have to. I can give it one more turn, I guess. There we go. That's what I was holding out for, at least. Might as well not give them the chance to draw fast reflexes, too. Okay. Jesus Christ. Right after such a heartbreaking shutout by Storm. Yeah, that was 0-2. I feel like if I had taken it to game 3, they probably wouldn't have had time because they were like under 7 minutes on their clock. I don't know. I need to stop thinking about it. I feel like I played well. It's really bothering me right now, though. Just gotta try and forget about it. Feel natural order here. Yep. Would have been nice to have Force, but no, I didn't. Oh, Craterhoof Behemoth. I'm kind of happy about this one. How lethal is this? I think it's lethal enough that I should just gain 15 life and draw a card. Ponder could be good. Could be good. Bolt is bad right now, though, which is a problem. Can I really go to 5? I don't think so. Go like that. Alright, we're drawing too many lands. Just never feels good. Fable the Mirror Breaker is not really good right now either. I'm dying right now. I guess Sorin could potentially get us back in this. Hopefully they just draw a land or something. I don't know. I need them to at least attack so they can't spin up Dryad Arbor into my Edict. Interesting. I guess that makes sense if they have the same stats. One just does something, and the other already did something. Alright, it's an acceptable draw. Kolaghan's Command. That could lead to quite the combat step there. If I shoot Reclaimer, or Shock and Raise Dead, put 2 there, have the ETB knock out Ignoble Hierarch and double block, then I'm taking 5. I go to 2 and maybe stabilize behind Sorin. I mean, it's worth a shot. Or do I just go to 1 because I need to make land drops? I mean, yeah, I'll play it out. Please draw a land. I feel like you're due for one. I guess that's okay too. In terms of what you could have drawn. It's one of the more acceptable ones. Ah. They read my mind. More or less the same, I guess. It'll just be harder to protect Sorin. Do they have Sajiri Step? That would surprise me. Oh, Bajuka Bog. Yeah, I should have expected that one. Yikes. Oh, man. Exhausting. It's a strange land to play first. And a green sun for 0. Interesting. Well, if they don't have a fetch land, this could knock out a Reclaimer next turn. The reason being, the second mode I'd have to choose would be discard. So, if I have them, same with Fiend Artisan, if they discard a creature, in the case of Fiend Artisan, it'd be a 3/3. Yeah, there it is. I guess I could Cling Dryad Arbor. It's probably just where we're at. I cannot afford for anything else to happen. Or I could draw Bowmasters here. I'll keep the Fable for sure. Yeah, maybe I just play this first. This activates as a sorcery. They would need like specifically Dryad Arbor. And then they'd only have 1 mana to get a Reclaimer or Hierarch or something. Yeah, let's go. And they probably wish they had that Boseiju in hand now. Although with how easily they just played that Heath, I feel like it might mean they have a second Boseiju. Hopefully not. I'm probably missing something really obvious, and I'll probably really regret not taking out Fiend Artisan when I had the chance. Huh. Right, Cradle. Good lord. Can I get Plague Engineer, please? Please, God. Please, God. Give me that Plague Engineer. I've never deserved it more. Bolt is not bad either. Alright. Do you have endurance? Doesn't seem like it. I should have attacked first. God, I'm having a hard time. It's a pretty huge relief to have 2 artisans down, even though Endurance can just throw them back in. It's a hard matchup. It never used to scare me. I think I just got entirely drained by that Storm match. If they have another Cradle in hand, they can do something pretty ridiculous. But if they just give me 1 turn, Obstructionist can really get in the way. They might just want a Reclaimer. Yeah. Force of Will. Alright. Well, I really wanted a land so I could cling. But if I also can counter that Fiend Artisan activation, it's kind of like a removal spell in itself. Then I'll be on the hunt for like Fatal Push, Shieldred's Edict. I hope they do that before they cast a creature. They both cost mana, so... Okay, Ignoble Hierarch, sure. They can kind of like ritual with their Cradles. Maybe work up to an Atraxa. Work up to a Craterhoof or something. And it seems like I can't interact with it because Stifle effects are super rare in control decks. So it'd seem like a pretty safe play. Oh, they have Natural Order. Well, I guess I just counter this then, right? Shit. Or not. Like, I could counter whatever comes out of this. Pick it up with K-Command. I don't know what's in their hand either. If they have another Cradle, that would be pretty bad. Not to mention, whatever they get is just going to be like a huge creature that's going to be probably impossible to beat anyways. Well, they're attacking. I kind of want to throw everything I have at this Fiend Artisan. Then I can pick Bowmasters back up with K-Command. Oh, I don't have to do that. Just these two is fine. But then I'm not picking anything up. Hold on. And also, do I really want to lose this Shaman? Could be my only way to get mana. I think it's better than having Fiend Artisan hanging out. Hit land. So if I cling to dust, take out one of these lands, make this a 1/2. I guess I could just activate. They might have just almost cast a Hierarch. They don't have anything to do. That's really good news. Hitting those lands now. Okay, command. Still just a little short. Makes this attack free though. Do they get Bajuka Bog now? Just because Cling is so annoying? Yeah. Well, I could get one more card out of this. It's probably worth it. Wait, no I can't. What am I saying? Well, I guess I'd rather have that fetch land in exile than for Endurance to put back in the deck, right? Yeah. I feel like I have almost no bad draws. Land allows me to finally shoot this thing down. And then action is action, so. Bolt. Sure. Lair of the Hydra. Okay. So right now they can make that a 1/1. 2/2 if they have another Dryad Arbor. But I will definitely just immediately shoot a Dryad Arbor with Reflection. Once upon a time. They might have put that on top. Endurance. It's pretty good. There's no reason to waste an activation here. This army's getting pretty big too. It's not rivaling Fiend Artisan or anything, but... Ooh, Spellbomb. That's a good one. Especially since I'm not on from the Catacombs. Their graveyard being small is actually a bit of a relief for me. I don't think I need to play that land out. Actually, yes I will. So I can K-Command and also, I think, do this right now. I want to be able to end the game next turn. Or at least get Endurance to chump block. And Lair can hide and can chump block too, I think. Yeah. The fact that Cradle's not tapping for mana right now is pretty big. Okay, they don't even want the extra draw step. On the draw, I just can't think of a better card. Like, Spellbomb is a little anemic. But the fact that it's card neutral, like you can draw a card on the way through, and potentially makes their creatures answerable by lightning bolt. It's a lot of hoops to jump through, but I think it's worth it. Can probably trade a Thoughtseize for a Force though. I just can't afford to have Natural Order get through. And Flusterstorm seems really narrow. So I think Force is necessary, even though I hardly have any blue cards in my deck right now. Yeah, maybe for that reason, we'll just split one to see how that feels. Bringing in Flusterstorm against the creature deck is insane though. But, I mean, they also have Green Sun Zenith. So 8 must counters and just 1. Yeah, I think that math checks out. Okay, we got Plague Engineer. Super cool. We got a Force of Will. They're taking a mulligan. We also have Edict, which is super important. I think this is a keep, despite there being only 1 land, but we're also on the draw. And they're mulling to 5. So I feel like as long as we can just scrape 2 lands together, we should be pretty good here. This could go wrong if they like Thoughtseize and Beeline to the combo, but even then, like, seems like it'd be hard to get to 4 mana. It looks like a Thoughtseize to me. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's Plague Engineer target number 1. And I pray for a land here. Hell yeah, okay. It's coming together. I think I'll take all of these. Lorien becomes my pitch. The only problem is that Plague Engineer on human is pretty poor. Shaman is pretty good. That hits Ignoble Hierarch and Allosaurus Shepherd, which you haven't seen yet. I might have supposed to have been forcing that. Or if we can just like wait to answer one of these things. They play Fiend Artisan right now. I could play it on Nightmare. Green Sun for 1. I could just force this. They're really low on cards. You don't often see a Green Suns in the graveyard. Alright. Not great. Great. Really great. Yeah, we'll reassess about that Thoughtseize. We might not need it at all. It's going to be hard to edict. Yeah, these do not share any creature types. Well, shoot, they have a Cradle now. We might need to limit. Or maybe my best bet is to just let them do that. If they natural order, I'll Obstructionist. If they don't, I can Bowmaster. Yep. It's a big creature. So we will have to deal with that somehow too. We have an Edict. Bowmasters. Okay. If I can get Reclaimer to attack, maybe. There's a way Bowmasters can gang up on him. Although I'm definitely just shooting that Ignoble Hierarch right now, so it can limit their Cradle mana. Baleful Strix would be a really nice draw. Checking Attracts is important. Alright, well they're cool to attack with them this time. Pachuca Bog in hand, sure. It is sad to see Nimble Obstructionist go. Yikes. Alright, I kind of need them to play bad here. Fiend Artisan. Yep, it's pretty good. Do have tons of live draws though. Or wait, do I? Bolt won't work. I guess that's game. Wow. We'll see if maybe they'll sacrifice Atraxa. I don't know. I don't know why they would, but yeah, it's rough. Man, match 3 really threw me off my game. Got one more in me. Can do this. I'm liking it already. Yeah, normally this wouldn't be advisable, but I just have so many lands in hand. It's all I have in hand that I encourage them to trade cards with me like Wasteland. But yeah, obviously we're going to be in a lot of trouble if they have like Saga, Loam, and we just don't find any action. If this is like Sphere of Resistance, I don't really mind. Yeah, it's a problem. I need Cling to Dust. Yeah. See a Thespian Stage. I can pick that up if they want. Well, if they were going to try and make a Merit Lage the following turn, I don't think they would have played out Windswept Heath. Yikes. Those first 2 matches sure were great, huh? Really exciting stuff. That Storm match was exciting too. It just was ultimately very frustrating. Man, how do they know I only have basics in hand? Well, they don't know that. Everything just is not really going well. There's a Dark Depth. We can just like probably pack this up. I don't want to reveal any information to them. Or maybe if I make them think I only have one of each basic, they'll stick with a Ghost Quarter plan. Alright, y'all know the drill from last week. Yeah. I miss Plague Engineer. Ugh. It can be a fight to stay up sometimes. Bomb City. Just missing Graveyard Hate. Wait, did I forget to bring in Surgical? No, I got it. I'm losing my mind a little bit. Curious. It's probably worth just playing Strix here. Especially with that land drop. We can kind of do our thing until they show us something we should worry about. I played that on turn 1, right? When I didn't have the option. Yeah. That should have gotten a mountain. But it couldn't because I had to play Strix this turn. There's a Loam. Alright, there's no time to play Fable right now. We need to try and address this immediately. Although our mid-range is super strong. Fable into Sorin. However, we cannot, with our current hand, play a basic mountain, so see what's going on. We miss. Put back a Thoughtseize, and I guess we can spin again. Put back Sorin. Yeah, we need to look again. Shoot. That is pretty bad. It's one dredge, but one dredge can be pretty bad. Playing Jace next turn is pretty good. So I don't care about any of these cards except maybe Polluted Delta. Did you see that, everyone? In my head, I was like praying to whoever the fuck's been looking after me recently. They've been doing a terrible job, but I feel like that kind of just gave me a little bit of faith. It's important to have faith. I was thinking about casting Thoughtseize. I'm still not worried. Yep. Once we get this Fable going, we'll have all the blue mana we'll ever want. This is not an enchantment token, right? No. They probably don't want to give us more mana. Let's take Thorn. It's just a pain in the ass. If they want to crop rotate for Urza's Saga or Dark Depths or whatever the fuck they want, it's fine by me. Blast Zone. You'd think that's bad, but it's really difficult to get Blast Zone on 0. You need something weird like Hex Parasite or something. A great draw. Oh, but fucking Ghost Quarter. Okay. Maybe it wasn't such a good draw. Maybe I should have held it for emergency blue in case this doesn't work, but I think it will. It's notoriously difficult for lands to answer creatures outside of things like Tabernacle, because they usually just don't care about creatures. and just go away over the top, do their own thing. Maze of Ith won't stop the production of blue mana either. Yep. It's one of the less scary draws. This will never untap. We can cast Jace next turn. Probably should. However, we need to be careful for Merit Lage. That Blast Zone can clear Baleful Strix, and then Jace isn't really doing what he should. So we're kind of looking for Edict too. Looking for a lot of things. These treasure tokens are going to be a godsend though. They might even hike that up to 4 instead. I'm assuming we're going to see a Saga here. Yep. Kolgon's command will line up nicely against that. So will Meltdown. But yeah, we really need an Edict to feel good. I'm really happy that... Oh my god. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. We don't get to Jace for a turn. Or we could just K-command that, actually. Yeah, that sounds better. They didn't activate that Soul Guide Lantern in response to me casting Bowmasters. So I think they're just staying vigilant on my graveyard. Alright, that's good for them. One more game. Can do this. Yeah, this was really my only chance to record for this week, so I'm glad I'm fitting it in, even though I'm not really at the top of my game, and I apologize for that. I don't want to make any changes. So we need Brainstorm to come up with a piece of Grave Hate, and we should be good. Alright, everything's normal so far. Brazen Barber. It's nice to have a good answer to Merit Lage, one that doesn't care about Saga constructs. Okay, this is going to be tough. Do I even care about crop rotation? It's more appealing to take Sphere of Resistance. But also, if I don't take Sphere, it probably delays Saga stuff. I'm just going to take Sphere. Thespian Stage or Saga. I'm just going to have to hope that they don't feel like they have time to, or the luxury to do that whole thing. Life from the Loam. Scary. It's not good. Fable did a lot last game though, and I think Fable can keep up with a Thespian Stage or Saga situation for the most part. Especially with Strix in the mix, so I am kind of afraid of Wasteland though, but I really want a fresh draw next turn. Yeah, fuck it. See what they dredge. Blast Zone. Yeah, let's see if they make a construct or if they copy Saga. I'm really curious. Surgical was an amazing draw. We do need to wait for them to dredge again, though. I don't know when they're going to cast Loam again. Probably not for a minute. So I could extract Sagas, but that seems really bad. You always want to go after Loam. Okay, so far there's one construct. Are they going to make another one, or are they going to Thespian Stage? Yeah, they're making another one. Mox Diamond. There's another Saga, sure. Blast Zone, Caracas. I can't really afford to care about this, is the problem. So is their last card Caracas? Wait, what? I'm so confused right now. One of these should be gone, right? Either the crop... Oh, wait. Yeah, shouldn't it be crop rotation? Where did that Caracas come from? Whatever. Someone will explain it to me, I'm sure. Yeah, we're looking for Meltdown now. That's the deal. No attack is interesting. Underground Sea, okay. Force of Will. Would have been nice to force that Loam. Oh, they're both still in hand. This is going to be hard. Basically just need Meltdown. and to try and survive long enough that I can start copying Strix with Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. And then we should be in pretty good shape even. Except for that blast zone. But since I countered exploration, they might have a hard time doing all of that in a timely manner. They really want Ancient Tomb here, I think. Oh, they ripped Dark Depths. That's really bad. Yeah, I guess I should have held on to Brazen Bar. I'm not sure why I cast Petty Theft on that construct. Because I thought I was going to attack and get a treasure token or something. I'm not sure. Kind of feels like I'm losing it a little bit. See if they have Shadow Spear. Maybe not. I guess I should play around Pithing Needle. Yeah, I'll take Brainstorm. Naming Jace, maybe? Oh, Reflection. Yeah, that's a really good one. Shit. Alright, well I really need... Meltdown off that Brainstorm now. And I feel like we're in this grindiness. Especially since they lost the Thespian stage that way. I don't think that does it. No, it really doesn't. Shoot. There's Meltdown. But I have to throw my Strix to get it. And then I guess I'll Edict in response to them making another Saga token. I feel like there's a way I can string this together, right? Unless they have like, what, Colony Garden? Well, even then I can just copy Snapcaster Mage. I need them to not have like Sejiri Step basically. Which they would have just done last turn. They still have crop rotation. Blast Zone. They gotta do this eventually. Saga's going away. It's not a basic land with the thing on it. Do they have another pithing needle? How many sagas are we through? Probably not enough. I should probably extract them. Or I could hit Thespian stage. No. So they have a depth and another rotation. But no green mana. So I should be able to make this happen, right? They probably go after Soul Guide Lantern now. Map. That's interesting. There's the depths. I guess this plays around Thoughtseize. I probably just want to cast Lorien Revealed, right? Not the best spread here. This is one fucked up race. Yeah, they see it. Do they get Mazavith? Oh, Thespian stage. Will that really be fast enough? I don't know. Useless draw. Maybe I shouldn't have sent Snap in there. Well, unless they have Fling. This should work. Would it have been more damage if I copied Bowmaster? Well, no, then I think they just block the army token. I think we should be able to go wide around Merit Lage here. Savannah. So they have one unknown. I might even draw Kolaghan's Command. Alright. Pulled through somehow. to a solid 3-1. Yeah, I felt very serious tonight. I apologize if that came through and was not as super fun, but I feel like the level of play was pretty good. Outside of maybe I missed some more aggressive lines against Storm that could have gotten us across the line. Then Cradle Control is just a tough matchup. Like, they have a really strong mid-range plan, obviously, because they're a green creature deck, but they also have that backdoor combo. And yeah, I just couldn't really find it out to Atraxa in time. Can't even remember what happened in game 1. I'm going to get some rest, but thanks for checking in the channel, and I'll see y'all next time.